Imagine waking up one morning, looking into your wallet and realizing that all you have to your name is a single $5 bill and two lonely $1 bills. That's it. No credit cards, no hidden stash, no secret backup plan, just $7 in cold, hard cash. Now what if I told you that starting today I have to survive in America with only these $7 for the next 7 days? That's right, 1 week, 7 days, and just $7 to my name. No extra coins hiding in my pockets, no forgotten gift cards, and absolutely no digital payments. Every single thing I need, food, shelter, transportation, has to come from this tiny pile of cash. It sounds impossible, doesn't it? $7 for 7 days. That's just $1 per day. In a country where a cup of coffee can easily cost more than that, and where even the cheapest meal at a fast food restaurant is often out of reach, the challenge feels almost insurmountable. But there's more. I'm not allowed to accept any outside help. No friends slipping me a sandwich, no family sending a quick Venmo, and definitely no sponsors swooping in to save the day. This is about testing the limits of resourcefulness, creativity, and sheer determination. It's about seeing what it really takes to get by when you're down to your last few dollars, and there's no safety net waiting to catch you. The rules are simple, but strict. $1 per day, no outside help, and no sponsors. Every decision I make, every dollar I spend, could mean the difference between making it through the week or going hungry. I'll have to get creative. Maybe I'll find odd jobs, maybe I'll hunt for deals, or maybe I'll have to rely on the kindness of strangers in ways that don't break the rules. I'll need to stretch every cent, think outside the box, and push myself further than I ever have before. This isn't just a challenge about money, it's a challenge about survival, resilience, and what it means to truly start from scratch. So here I am, standing in the heart of one of the richest countries on earth with nothing but $7 and a determination to make it through the week. The city around me is bustling with life. People shopping, eating, living their everyday routines, most of them never having to think twice about where their next meal will come from. But for the next 7 days, I'll be facing the reality of being broke, truly broke, in a place where the cost of living can be overwhelming. No shortcuts, no handouts, just me, my wits, and the challenge ahead. Will I make it? There's only one way to find out. The challenge begins now. At the dollar store, 1 instant ramen for 45 cents, 1 banana for 30 cents, and, free tap water. Day 1, total 75 cents, remaining $6.25. The day starts with a heaviness that's hard to shake. My body feels sluggish, my mind foggy, and my stomach is a constant reminder of how little I've eaten. There's a certain fatigue that comes not just from lack of sleep, but from the gnawing ache of hunger. I look at my wallet, hoping for a miracle, but it's as empty as my fridge. The reality of my situation settles in. Low energy, high hunger. Every movement feels like it takes twice the effort, and the thought of making it through the day is daunting. I head to the store, scanning the shelves for anything I can afford. 1 can of beans today, $1. It's not much, but it's something. I pick up the can, feeling the weight of every cent I spend. The choices are limited, and I have to make every dollar stretch as far as possible. I pass by fresh produce and meat, knowing they're out of reach for now. The canned food aisle is my reality, and I try to make peace with it. Back home, I carefully portion out my food. I'm already counting every bite, making sure I have enough to last until the next meal. Each spoonful is measured, each portion calculated. I try to ignore the hunger pangs and focus on making the food last. It's a constant balancing act between eating enough to keep going and saving enough for later. The anxiety of running out is always there, lurking in the background. Desperate for a solution, I turn to technology. AI finds a free soup kitchen nearby. Dinner, free. The relief is overwhelming. I make my way to the soup kitchen, feeling a mix of gratitude and embarrassment. The volunteers greet me with warm smiles, serving up hot meals to anyone in need. The food is simple, but it tastes like hope. For a moment, I forget about my worries and just enjoy the meal. The kindness of strangers fills the room, and I realize I'm not alone in this struggle. After dinner, I check my wallet again. Balance remains, $5.25. It's not much, but it's enough to get by for another day. Every coin counts, and I'm learning to appreciate the small victories. I make a mental note to budget carefully, knowing that every decision matters. The stress of living on the edge is real, but moments of relief, like tonight's meal, make it a little easier to bear. As I walk home, something unexpected happens. A stranger approaches me on the street, holding out a sandwich. No words, just kindness. I almost teared up. In that simple gesture, I feel seen and cared for. It's a reminder that even in the hardest times, there are people who want to help. The world can be harsh, but it can also be incredibly generous. Tonight, I go to bed with a full stomach and a grateful heart, reminded that kindness can come from the most unexpected places. When you're on a tight budget, every single purchase becomes a careful decision. I found myself standing in the produce aisle, scanning the shelves for something healthy, filling, and affordable. After weighing my options and checking the prices, I settled on a single apple. It cost me 80 cents, more than I'd hoped to spend, but I knew I needed something fresh and nutritious. It's amazing how when you're counting every penny, even the price of an apple feels like a big deal. I picked the one that looked the most ripe, hoping it would last me through the day and give me a little boost of energy. Next, I moved on to the eggs. Protein is important, and eggs are one of the most affordable sources you can find. I managed to get 2 eggs for 70 cents. It might not seem like much, but with a little creativity, 2 eggs can go a long way. I thought about all the ways I could prepare them: boiled, scrambled, or maybe even stretched into a simple sandwich. I checked the expiration date carefully, making sure I was getting the freshest ones possible. Every choice felt like a small victory, a way to make my limited funds go just a bit further. Finally, I needed something to tie it all together: a small loaf of bread. I found one for exactly $1. It wasn't the fanciest bread on the shelf, but it was fresh and would last me a few meals. As I handed over my last few coins at the checkout, I realized just how much thought and effort goes into every purchase when you're trying to make your money last. After buying the apple, the eggs, and the bread, I was left with just $2.75. It's a humbling experience seeing how quickly your money disappears, and how much you have to plan and prioritize. Every cent really counts, and every choice matters when you're stretching every dollar. 7 days, lost 3 pounds, gained a whole lot of humility. You know, this wasn't just some challenge for me, it was real life. Next episode, I'm going 3 days with 0 money and 0 food. Can I survive without a single dollar? Honestly, I'm not sure, but I guess we'll find out together. Hey, if you're still here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Trust me, you won't want to miss part 2.